Call the special meeting of Park and Rec to order at 10:51 on August 25th, is it?
27th.
27th. Boy, losing days here. Um, and first thing we need to do will be to um, elevate Miranda.
Do you need a motion for that, Rufus?
Yeah,
So moved.
and I'll second that. So all in favor of elevating Miranda? Aye,
I
aye, great. Okay. Um, Matt,
Yep.
it's all yours.
Awesome. Thank you. So very quickly, we're looking to hire PJ or Peter Haviland to be a park and recreation program assistant to assist with the after school program and events and other things needed by the department. PJ has experience working with kids. He has assisted and has coached baseball, soccer, and football for middle schoolers and high schoolers throughout recreation leagues in Connecticut and travel teams. He is also in the fire department and he works for the USPS currently here in town as a mail carrier. He also has experience working in sports as a team lead with JPro Sports, and he helped out this past June when the kids had a surprise half day at school, and he did the cookout at Kent Commons Park with Becca and was able to cook food for the kids and help provide some activities. So I'm interested in hiring him as a park and recreation program assistant.
Now, did you did put this out,
Yep.
and did you get other candidates?
So far he is the only candidate. We're definitely looking for one more.
Okay.
PG has a flexible schedule in the afternoon, so to have his availability would be great with ASP, due to the current staffing and their schedules at the moment.
Okay.
how just out of curiosity, how old I'm just a range is he?
Um,
No.
PJ is above the age of 21.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is he's just looking for some work to fill in, or is he just interested in working with the kids? What is his desire
Yeah.
for the job?
So when I spoke to him on Sunday for an interview, he has an interest working with the kids. He's worked with kids before, and the way that ASP works with the hours works well with his current full-time job schedule. So he does have a passion working with the kids, and he wants to assist in the program and assist with the town as much as possible, especially with park and recreation, seeing the activities that we put on and his willingness to help out with events.
And how many currently do we have working at ASB?
We have two working at a time at ASP.
Okay.
So Becca and
So he
then
would be
another
the
staff member.
third.
No. So he would be working as a second person. So the way that ASP works is we have two staff on at ASP, Becca and another staff member. So this would be another staff member.
Okay.
Yep. Currently with the staffing, we have some individuals who are in sports and other programs, so they're not able to work during the fall.
I got it. Okay.
Matt, it sounds like PJ's known to you, but just out of curiosity, do you normally run a background check of any kind before hiring?
Yep,
You do.
absolutely. No, I do. Yep. So if we were to hire, the motion would be to hire effective upon a background check. So anyone who's 18 plus, we run a background check on.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just out of curiosity, what is his education background?
He has his high school diploma, and then he has some classes from Manchester Community College.
Awesome. Um, and you interviewed him, you met him in person.
Yep, I interviewed with him on Sunday.
Okay.
Yep, Sunday at 6 p.m.
Okay. Well, I guess I would make a motion to hire Peter Haviland. Did I get that right?
Yep.
For the ASP position.
Happy to second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that's also, Miranda, that would be, per successful background check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to do the motion again?
Yeah.
Well, we'll add that in. Okay.
Okay.
Is that, and I think Kevin already would agree to that since he brought it up.
Yeah.
And then the rate is whatever at the prevailing rate.
$17 an hour.
So I'm just curious, the hours of after school program are what?
They're immediately after school, which is 3 p.m. estimatably. The staff come in a little early to get things set up until 5:30 p.m.
Till 5:30.
Friday.
Okay.
And just to clarify, so he is considered like a program assistant.
Yep.
And so he, like, if Becca couldn't make it, would he then be running the program, or would just that it wouldn't run?
So if Becca couldn't make it, he would be able to run the program. And then if he can run the program, it would be me that would be present. Or if there was not enough staff to be present, we always like to have two. So I would be present.
Okay. I'm not,
Or
I'm like a little
there
uncomfortable.
were
I'm just,
times, Miranda, where I went down sometimes. That was before Matt, but
yeah.
you know, when and before Jared, actually, when we were struggling to find a director.
Yeah, no, I know ASP well. I did some time there myself. I just hope that maybe, he would have some time to settle in, meet the kids, meet the parents before he was allowed to run a program by himself. I just, as a parent, having a new person in there,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So if Becca wasn't present, it would be him and another staff member, and then I would be floating in and out frequently. The first few times it would be me present the entire time.
okay.
And then after that, it would just be I would be floating. So when Becca is not available and not at ASP, I am in the past I've stayed in town and I have floated in and out of the program frequently.
Okay.
Yep. So, or I've done work at KCFS at the fields and then popped over to the program. So I don't just abandon it when there's
Oh, no,
yeah.
I certainly
No,
I'm fine.
saying that for public just so that it's on record.
Yep.
And out
And we're
of
still,
curiosity, Matt, do you get the sense that the harder part of finding people is the hours? And so it's just like such a funny time slot to get someone interested, or like the compensation is kind of minimum wage. And so therefore it's hard to find someone who's willing to work for that. I'm just kind of curious, like what you find to be the harder piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. Both. So compensation tends to be a bit of a challenge and a challenging conversation with some individuals who are interested. And then in addition to that, the hours just being 2.5 hours towards the evening time if folks are unavailable or if folks are participating in other programs, and then the consistency of hours. So if we had in the past, we've had 4 additional park and recreation program assistants, and when they were all available, trying to schedule all of them to work, they were not receiving consistent hours. And some individuals just felt that that was not something they could continue to do if they were not receiving continual hours. And
Yeah.
then some of the events and everything with the how often events are, and then often how often programs are, their availability. So it tends to be a little bit of a challenge.
And so
Okay, so
how, relative to the other people who you've gotten to know, how does this guy kind of compare to those other people in terms of your excitement about him versus the others? Like if we could, for example, pay someone twice as much just to, like, if you were to put that off to the side.
Yeah. Definitely excited. He when we were talking, he was telling me a lot about his coaching experiences and working with kids. So he was excited to work with kids again. He fell into the USPS mail carrier service because he did have a joy for working for the government. And then his past experience with assisting and coaching, he enjoyed it a lot.
That's awesome. So it sounds like he genuinely would like this, and so it'd be someone where it would probably be a good win-win. And then it might be on us to then try and figure out, is there a way to make sure that he's getting enough consistent hours where it's a good use of time for him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Primarily, we've had high school kids. And the other thing, would we ever consider, like, suppose there was a mother who had kids, would we let the kids free, or, I mean, added as an added incentive to have somebody maybe a little bit older who, I don't know, something to think about.
That falls in line with our policy right now for volunteer coaches. They receive a full refund for their child's enrollment in our youth sports. So that would fall just right in line with our programs.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
seem very reasonable.
Yeah, I think definitely some conversations to be had about, how we get some good long-term staff for sure, and maybe put that on the agenda for another meeting.
That'll be on our meeting for next week.
All right.
All right. So Dave, we voted to hire just before you, I don't know whether you saw that.
No,
were
yeah,
in our
I
hands.
apologize. It was late. I was dealing with something on property.
Yeah. But thank you for thank everybody for taking a piece of their day, and good travels, Kevin. We'll see you.
Thank you so much,
You're back.
Rufus. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Public
I'll be
comment, we
stateside
don't-
in another week.
Another week.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So with that, and I guess we're done. There's no public, so there's no public comment. Thank you all. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll
Yes, thank
talk
you all
to you
for
all
the
later.
short notice meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye, all.